Hello, everyone, and I am doing a random live to do my top indie comic picks this week, and I just remembered I didn't plug my mic in before starting, so now we're live. Instead of doing a recorded video, because I am so behind on recording things right now, and I haven't gotten to do it. So tomorrow is New Comic Book Day, and we have a lot of good indie books coming out this week. So we're going to talk about those here in just a second. But first of all, if you come across this, you aren't subscribed yet, go hit that button down there in the corner. Subscribe, turn on the notifications so you know when I'm dropping new videos each week. And like this video, drop a comment. Let me know what you were picking up this week for New Comic Book Day. It does seem like, for me, a lighter week in terms of new books and new single issues, but I do have some other things I'm throwing in there. There's going to be 11 things we're talking about, but most of them are going to be, there's 9 single issues, a trade paperback, and a hardcover that is collecting some things. Other things to tell you guys before we get into that. Coming up this week, we've got an interview with Patrick Foreman and Brian Hawkins, the creators behind Black Cotton. They've got a Kickstarter going on right now, so we're talking with them tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we'll be live doing that, and tentatively on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. We will do our 1,500 subscriber giveaway live show. So everyone who entered on Instagram, plus there may be a new way to enter and have a shot at winning. So we're gonna open that up, but that should be Thursday unless things change. But for right now, that's the plan. Thursday night, we will be doing the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. So let's talk about what is on my list this week, and we're gonna start out with that hardcover, the Department of Truth Complete Conspiracy Volume 1 hardcover, I believe, collecting 1 through 16 or 18, somewhere around there. Let me just pull it up. I have it open in another tab. So it is collecting 1 through 17. Department of Truth number 1 through 17 in a hardcover. So I decided a little while ago that this is how I want to continue to read the Department of Truth and collect it. So I am going to be getting this hefty volume here and continuing from there. I already read, I think, through 18, 19, maybe 20 of the Department of Truth, and have not read since. I don't know how much further it went. It went into the early 20s at least. I haven't seen new ones on the shelf in a while. So I'm not sure if it's just on a break at the moment or coming back, or if it's done. So this is where I am going to be reading this going forward. So I figured I might as well start out picking it up this way. But of course, this is James Tynion and Martin Simmons with that crazy artwork on this book. And it's fantastic. If you haven't checked it out yet and you're into conspiracy theories especially, go check this out. All right, next up, we've got another one from Image, and it is Hauntology from Jeremy Hahn. He did this as a Kickstarter first, and then it's now coming from Image in a different version, trade paperback. So what is this one about? It's from Creatures of the Night to even more terrifying creatures of the day. Hauntology is an anxiety-inducing collection of 28 short stories and vignettes from the mind of Jeremy Hahn, the writer and artist behind The Beauty, The Realm, Red Mother, The Approach, and other nightmarish mindscapes, whether exploring a claustrophobic old house full of nefarious entities or the heavy thoughts one has during the pending end of the world. The very personal project was written and drawn entirely during COVID lockdowns. featuring an introduction by Shirley Jackson, award-winning horror author Nathan Ballingrud. I am excited for this one. I did not get it from Kickstarter because it was a little bit more expensive. Of course, it was a special version on Kickstarter, but I did want to read this, so I decided to pick this up. It's only $16.99 for 28 short stories, written and drawn by Jeremy Hahn. So that is, I guess, my number 10 pick here. What's up, Travis? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, Hauntology, number 10 pick. This was number 11, number 10. We're doing a weird order of things. But coming from Scout Comics, we got the next one shot in the Grim Space world, Grim Space Pinocchio, or P1 Nokio. I read this one on Kickstarter already, so I'm unfortunately not going to be picking it up from Scout Comics, but it is so good. It is well worth picking it up. Yeah, dude, I missed the Kickstarter. I saw it afterwards. I saw the anthology afterwards, and I was like, damn it, I missed out on the good stuff. But this one I got on Kickstarter. So Frank Martin here with, let me see, artwork by Ramiro Barallo, it says, but that is wrong because this says Scalisi. So good job, Diamond, on messing that one up. But yeah, Scalisi, I don't know who the first name there, but Scalisi is the artist. This is a one shot in the world Grim Space that Frank had a one shot already come out in from Scout Comics. And this one's following our little robot friend Pinocchio, who was a very minor character in that, just kind of almost a throwaway, but really cute, really lovable character here. And after malfunctioning repeatedly aboard his old ship, P1 Nokio was most grateful for being repaired and upgraded by a tinkerer named Pedo. He was so grateful that Pinocchio dreamed of one day becoming a real boy to give Pedo the son he always wanted. Unfortunately, the wide-eyed robot would soon learn that wishes made upon a star don't come true so easily. That's number 9. Oops, we're going backwards. Number 8, we're going over to Black Mass Studios for issue 3 of Rogue State. This one's been fantastic. It's in a magazine-sized, oversized comic format, which I thought I was going to not like, but it really works for this very well. See even more of the artwork that way. Matteo Pizzolo writing with art from Carlos Granda. We've got Simpson on colors and Jim Campbell on the letters. Who is Via of Bright Stars? Spiritual successor to Cal Exit, Matteo Pizzolo returns to dystopian political thrillers with a new series set in revolutionary future America. Hyper extrapolated sideways glance at some very real world anxieties. Yeah, a tale of rebelling against tyranny, reconquering stolen land, punching fascists in the face, and building a better nation. It's been a little while since the second issue of this, but I am excited to keep on keeping on with this story because it's been phenomenal. And I don't know how many issues total are planned for this one. I almost feel like it was a 3-issue sort of thing. But let me do a little search. We're live, so we got the time. Let's see. I don't see anything beyond issue 3, and then there's a trade paperback. So this should be the last issue here. This is the cover B for it. Cover A is not showing up on Diamond's website right now, unfortunately. And then, interestingly, there's going to be a 4th printing for number 1 coming up too. So this is clearly a pretty popular series from Black Mask right now. All right, what was that? That was 10987. 10998. That was 8. There we go. Number 7. Number 7 is IDW Publishing bringing us Breath of Shadows from Rich, I can never say his last name, Rich Doak, and Alex Cormack, a great creative duo. And I've been really enjoying this one. This has been fantastic. I love these covers. Actually, I think it was issue 2, I ended up getting the Bjorn Berens cover, which was also really good. So if you're a cover collector, this series has been phenomenal. And in this one, as our intrepid jungle wanderers reel from last issue's Stunning revelation. Jimmy tries to navigate his way out of the pit he's found himself in. But does the real danger wait in the shadowy corners of the cave or the dark and twisting hallways of his mind? The penultimate issue is Mind Bending Horror Tale from Rich Oak and Alex Cormack. That was number 7. We got number 6 coming up here from Dark Horse Comics, and it is Hairball, issue number 2. I'll be honest. The team of Matt Kint, Tyler Jenkins, and Hillary Jenkins did not sell me on this book because I read Fear Case and was not too into it. But this one is phenomenal. A supernatural nightmare that's Junji Ito meets Hayao Miyazaki. Okay, the two that are like polar opposites combined into one story. Okay. Yeah. From the Eisner-nominated creators of Fear Case and Apache Delivery Service, as the young girl's black cat continues to plague her family with horror and tragedy, she decides she must take matters into her own hands and put an end to the feline's evil ways. This cat is crazy. I feel like it's probably not going to turn out to really be a cat, and we're looking at some sort of creature that is what's causing all of this chaos. But Bestie, the cat, really brought me into the story. I was curious about it, and that sold me on it. Coming into our top 5 now, we're going to Vault Comics for Godfell number 3 from Christopher Sabella and Ben Hennessy. Zanzi fought the most savage battles of the Grand War, but can she survive the love fest, or rather the love feast, that is the pelvis of God? As she and Neth wade through sex, sloth, and gluttony, they'll discover a secret that threatens to cut short their journey through the corpse of God. That is one hell of a solicit right there. Just, wandering your way through the love feast that is the pelvis of God. Yeah. Godfell's been fantastic. Christopher Sabella's artwork is phenomenal. I'm really loving this story, and our characters that Christopher Sabella has written into this world. It's phenomenal, and it's coming from Vault Comics. They're bringing us quality stuff all the time, and this one's no exception. My number 4 pick this week, we are going over to Whatnot Publishing. This is the cover A of this book it's Astrobots. It's a new series starting at Whatnot. And I just want to highlight this cover because this one is from Devin Kraft, creator of Neverender and Silence, also creator of the exclusive cover that we have for Travis Gibbs' Coins of Judas. So if you're all wanting more from Devin Kraft, there's always more out there to check out. But what we got going on in this one, we got Simon Furman, the writer of the original Transformers comic series and creator of Marvel's Death Head, teaming up with heavy metal artist Hector Trunick to create an all-new mecha masterwork based on the toy line designed by Aaron Thomas. Pathfinders, pioneers, breaking new ground in the furthest reaches of the galaxy. They are Astrobots. The clock is ticking for planet Earth, and the race is on to find a new world capable of sustaining human life. New, sophisticated machine life forms called Astrobots are dispatched to scout a far-flung world in hopes of crafting a new home. With food and raw material running out and climate disasters escalating, the evacuation of the entire human population is the only slender hope remaining. On Colony World 1, a catastrophic power struggle forges a new all-Astrobot society, and presiding over this nation's civilization is Atlas, an evolved mech with the future-proof plan, a plan that does not include humankind. I'm pumped for this. If you're a fan of Transformers, you're going to love this. This looks phenomenal. There's previews pages out there on the website right now. It looks really cool. So give it a check out this week. Just phenomenal stuff there. Like I've said before, I was not super into wave 1 of Whatnot Publishing in the comics that they're putting out, but I have been very much enjoying the second wave of comics, and I think Astrobots is going to be another one for me. As number 4, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, number 4. Number 3 this week, we got Ablaze Publishing bringing us back Animal Castle. We got volume 2 here, issue number 1 from Xavier Dorison and Felix Delep. Hit series is back on the farm. All animals were equal. In the castle, some are more equal than others. Animal Castle Volume 2 picks up shortly after the events of Volume 1, with Miss B trying to convince the animals not to give in to violence in order to put an end to Silvio's reign. At the castle, the dictatorship continues. Thanks to the efforts of Miss B and her friends, the animals attempt to remobilize the pacifist movement of the Daisies. But Silvio the Bull dictator is trying to keep them under his hoof to keep his power. Helped by his cruel canine militia, he decides to have the rebellious animals imprisoned in the dungeon, but Ms. B and her friends will respond once again with trickery and solidarity. I'm pumped to see this come back. I've been waiting for this. I knew there was more because there was the, I believe, French version originally out. It had at least 2 volumes and maybe more. And so I'm excited to see the English version coming out now from Ablaze, bringing us that quality story here with Animal Castle. My number 2 pick this week is going to a publisher I don't read too much from, and this is the first one in a little while. We got Oni Press here, and the reason it brought me in, we got Colin Bunn writing another story. I don't know how this man does it, but he is all over the place writing so many different things. We got Colin Bunn, Hillary Jenkins, Simon Boland on this story with a beautiful Man House cover right here. From the mind's eye of master storyteller Colin Bunn and rising star Arjuna Susini. What's funny is Arjuna Susini is not listed in the credits from Diamond. Again, another error that they made. But Simon Boland, I believe, is letterer. Hillary Jenkins doing the colors. Arjuna Susini would be the artist on this. Comes a darkly glamorous tale of bone-splintering terror at the intersection of shadow and light, dream and nightmare, life and the grim specter of death itself. After weeks of grueling rehearsals, new production is set to begin at the famed Requiem Theater. Razid's Lament, 3 acts of gothic horror set inside a haunted castle with a story that some say is more than mere fantasy. Under the stern rule of a dedicated but temperamental director, the script seems to be ever changing. And more mysterious still, our lead actress has found herself cast in the role of a lifetime without so much as an audition. Her grand debut is fast approaching, and with it, a barrage of razors in the night that will terrorize audiences and actors alike. There is no exit, no escape, and when the curtain finally rises, Razid himself will take center stage to cross the threshold into the unholy darkness that lies just beyond. I'm really loving the solicits this week because these are some really fun solicits, especially that one right there and the one for Godfell. Really good stuff. I'm excited for more Colin Bunn. We can't have enough Colin Bunn. Speaking of him, he's back to writing some stuff at Marvel, I believe. The upcoming Symbiote event, Carnage event, which is really cool to see him back in those shoes. Maybe enough to bring me back to reading some Marvel. We'll see. I mean, I do read some right now, but a little bit more. You guys should know what my number 1 pick is already. It's sitting right here. Is right here. Number 1 pick, it's Monomyth. Monomyth number 1 from David Hazan, Cecilio Lovalvo, Marissa Louise, and Lucas Gattoni. I love this story. I have my arc back here. I absolutely love it. I love the freaking tarot cards that they created and sent out. I am stoked for Monomyth. It is phenomenal. It is one of those few 10 out of 10 reads that I've had recently. And you're going to love it if you are into dark fantasy, if you're into magic, if you're into stories, twisting and turning the typical story structure on its head. And we got magic. It's got magic. It's got an abandoned magic school. What more could you want from a story? Beautiful artwork. I don't think there's a single page in here that follows a typical panel structure. It's creative as hell, and you're going to love it. Magic is all but extinct when the last ailing wizard casts a final desperate spell to summon the descendants of ancient bloodlines to a school for magic now in disrepair. Those chosen ones find a horror of the likes they've never experienced. They will have to confront the deepest parts of themselves, their tragic pasts, and defeat each other to survive the ordeal. Monomyth is an all-new miniseries for the mind of David Hazan, the creative writer behind Nottingham. I'm stoked for more David Hazan stories. Recently talked to David on the channel. So if you are interested in hearing more about Monomyth, more about everything that he's been creating, I still got Nottingham back here. But yeah, lots of good stuff from David. So go check out the rest of his work as well. And definitely pick up Monomyth this week. You do not want to miss this book. Make them reprint it because of the demand. I know I tried to get everyone to see it before cutoff, but if you missed out, please go pick it up this week. Tell your shop, send them an email right now in the middle of the night so they read it in the first thing in the morning, and throw this in your box if they have ordered it. And if not, tell them they need to order it, sell it out at distributor, because this is another fantastic hit from David. You're going to want to pick this one up. And that's why it's my number one pick this week, because you need it. You need it in your life. But that is the top 11-ish, I guess. We got a hardcover at the start. We've got a trade paperback for number 10. So a little bit of a different kind of week, but just to run it back through everything here. We've got zoomed in there a little bit. The Department of Truth, Volume 1, issues 1 through 17 in this beautiful hardcover. We got a anthology from Jeremy Hahn. We got Grimspace, Pinocchio, or P1 Nokia, one shot from Scout Comics and Frank Martin writing it. Black Mass Studios bringing us Rogue State number 3 from Matteo Bazzola, Granda, Simpson, and Campbell. We've got from IDW, Breath of Shadows from Rich Doak, Alex Cormack, and Justin Birch. We've got from Dark Horse Comics, Hairball number 2 from Matt Kent, Tyler Jenkins, and Hillary Jenkins. We've got from Vault Comics, Godfell number 3 from Christopher Sabella, Hennessy, Farrell, and Campbell. We've got from Whatnot Publishing, Astrobots number 1 from Simon Furman and Hector Trunick. From Ablaze Publishing, we've got Animal Castle Volume 2, issue number 1 from Dorson and Felix Delep. We've got from Oni Press, Lamentation number 1 from Cullen Bunn, Arjuna Susini, and Hillary Jenkins. And from Mad Cave Studios, the number 1 pick, Monomyth number 1. Whew. I need to do those rundowns more. Maybe I should just do this live more frequently. I don't know. Normally, I'm not available on Tuesday nights, but I had some time and I needed to do this, or else I would feel bad not doing my list this week. But yeah, it's a good week, and I think that is all different publishers except for the first 2 are from Image. We got Mad Cave, we got Oni Press, we got Ablaze, we got Whatnot. We got Vault, we got Dark Horse, IDW, Black Mask, Scout, and then Image there. But those are not even single issues. The stuff from Image this week is pretty solid too. Let's do this. Transition back to that. They've got some really solid stuff that I'm unfortunately not picking up right now. Like it's issue 24 of Radiant Black. I'm reading that in trade paperback form now. God, what else did they have? They had some good stuff coming out this week. Do a little pullback to it. Since we're live, we got a few minutes. Throw this at the end. But be sure to come check us out tomorrow night. We've got Brian Hawkins and Patrick Foreman coming on to talk about their Volume 2 of Black Cotton, which is now funding over on Kickstarter. We've got, hopefully Thursday, our 1,500 subscriber giveaway show. Got some stuff to give away. I got something here from, let's see, it's back here. Got this here from our friends over at Band of Bards to give away to you guys. Beautiful. Helps if I hold it the right way. Beautiful signed and foil version of Magni and the Mighty from Devin Arscott. And of course, the main prize that's been posted over on Instagram before the I don't have it in reach, but it's a slab for Something's Killing the Children with amazing remark on it. there'll be one more chance to enter into that in the live. And yeah, Image. What else we got? We got the Least We Can Do trade paperback coming from Image. Um, and then a new one, Star Signs. I'm gonna throw this up real quick because this one I'm not picking up and I don't know a whole lot about, but it does look pretty cool. It's from ooh, that's an interesting one there. From Saladin Ahmed and let's see, Megan Levins and Kelly Fitzpatrick. I'm not too in the whole zodiac thing, but constellations of the zodiac fall to Earth, granting 12 ordinary people from different walks of life superhuman powers of the star signs. But each of them is about to learn that power always comes with a price. And I love Saladin Ahmed's writing for Miles Morales, so I figured I'd give this an honorable mention shout out. But I will probably, based on reaction, pick it up in trade paperback if it ends up being good. But I've been cutting back on my Image Comics reading and in single issues and moving it to a lot of trade paperbacks and focusing, my support to smaller publishers. But I know Image creators still need that support, so I will talk about their books all day long. But yeah, that's it. We kept it under 30 minutes, so I think that's a good place to stop. We'll see you live tomorrow night with Brian and Patrick. So till then, collect what you love. Have a good new comic book day, and we'll see you next time.